Hey folks, Landstryder here, and welcome back to another episode of Atom Smasher. I'm here with Donal.
Hey, hey, hey.
And today we got some important business to do. First of all, I need to make new armor, because I lost my armor over in our mining dimension. So if you caught the very end of the last episode, I did reveal that it was in fact not a bug that we couldn't teleport to those dimensions, and it was in fact that we it was meteors smashing the teleport the teleport pad. So we weren't so like when the world generated, then a meteor generated on top of the teleport in pad, and yeah, that's why we weren't able to actually teleport those. I don't know if I told you about that, Dornell, but that, yeah, I did discover that was the problem. So I did go ahead. I actually did recreate the worlds like once just to see what was up, and then I finally just teleported over there in creative to see what had happened, and that is exactly what had happened. So if that happens to you in single player world, you're just gonna have to go creative for a minute, go over there and put the teleporter thing down, or just delete and recreate the world until it doesn't get smashed by a applied energistics meteor, which is what happened. But anyway, while I was setting up the digital miner in Dimension 6, I think it is, Dimension 6, our mining world 1 over here, I got wrecked by a skeleton with a sniper rifle. And when I was attempting to get my stuff back, I got back and got my stuff, but I had to flee again real quick, and I managed not to pick up my armor. I got almost everything else except for my armor. So I need to recreate some armor. And I figure as long as we're doing that, you can see that I've been looking up the fabricator recipe and stuff like that. But as long as we're doing that, we should upgrade to the best armor in the game. Dornell seemed to think that was quantum armor, and that is arguably some of the best, possibly the best. We're gonna actually have to make a side-by-side comparison to really find out for sure. But I want power armor, which is from Tech Gun, and I think it might be better than quantum armor because. Not because it has a higher armor value, because I don't think it does. I think it has about the same or maybe even slightly less. You can see power armor has reasonable decent armor, but if you look at the toughness of the armor is 6 on power armor. Now if you look at quantum armor, the armor is going to be crazy high, right? It's 8 for the chest, but you can see that its toughness is only 2. Now I don't know if that's the toughness when it's powered or not. It might actually have a higher toughness when it is in fact powered up, because these numbers are not super accurate, because it is an armor that uses power. So is power armor, of course, but I just really want it because it looks cool, it's new, it's different. I want to try new different things, and it would be awesome to have a set of both just so we can compare them side by side versus stuff. So Dornell is getting the recipes ready, I believe, for the power armor, or for the fabricator. For the fabricator. Now it is important to mention that if you look at cybernetic parts, and then Dornell made the same mistake that I see a lot of people making, and it's understandable. If you look at the recipe for it, it is made in the fabricator, and you need them to make the fabricator. But what most people don't know about the mod, that are new to the mod or whatever, is that cybernetic parts drop from cyber demons. That's right, you have to go to the nether and to fight the cyber demons with their nether blasters and stuff like that in order to get your first couple of cyber parts. In fact, you're going to need at least 4. You're going to need at least 4, because to make the fabricator you need to craft the fabricator housings. You're going to need 4 of those. Then one of those you're going to upgrade to the fabricator controller, but it is a multi-block, and you also need 4 fabricator glass. So each craft of the housing gives you 4 outputs, so you got to do that recipe twice. So you're going to need at least 4 cybernetic parts. So you're going to have to go hunt some cyber demons to get those, the initial ones. Then after that, you can start crafting them if you really want to, or you can just go hunt more cyber demons whenever you need them. I probably would prefer to hunt the cyber demons, but while he's getting all that set up to go, I wanted to take a quick look at increasing our storage and basically getting rid of these ugly Oh, I mean, it's not that ugly, but get rid of these vanilla chests and go with a better storage system. Even though we can, because we have our mining dimension and it has meteors in it, obviously, because they were the thing that were causing us issues, we can, in fact, get into applied energistics soon, but that's maybe next episode. We'll start into that. But we have all 4 presses right here ready to go as soon as we're ready to do that. But I want something that's going to be like just massive storage, plus it's going to do a few other things for us. For one, we're going to be able to access the inventory of these storages like from anywhere, because RF tools. So the first thing we're going to need is a couple more modular storage. Now we got the one over there. This particular one is just for dimlets. You can see that I've gathered a bunch of dimlets from one of our mining dimensions. I went off and raided a few of those things. You can see we've got a few things now. We can make the sky purple or green, and you know, various things in here. We can start possibly making our dimlet workbench and even getting in on that. But that's another thing that we probably can just do off camera because it's not that exciting. What is exciting is mass storage. So if we look in here, there is a thing called a remote storage. It's not too expensive. It does take some ender pearls and stuff, but this thing here requires power, and I have a place ready for it right over here. You see there's power right there. We're going to set it down. That's going to receive power, and in here we've got 4 slots. So each one of those slots can hold a storage module. So if we look in here, we've got some storage modules ready to be crafted. We're going to go ahead and craft those to level 1, and then we're going to go upgrade each one of these to level 2, because level 1 only gives us 100 slots, level 2 gives us 200 slots, and then of course we're going to spend some gold and some quartz and redstone to upgrade those again to level 3 for the maximum of 300 slots each. Now I think no, that's something else. That's a thing. Somewhere we should have a storage thing. You know, I don't think I have everything ready to go, but here, we're going to put these in here. Oops, that's not how it works. They go there and there and there, right? Tier 3 storage module. Okay. Now the next thing we need to craft, I don't think I have these ready to go anywhere. This modular storage can just go down someplace. We actually want this to be like right there for now. Probably move it eventually, but that's where we want it for the moment. And that is because what we're going to do is we're going to use our modular storage, and I got another one right here. We're going to use our modular storage as the input for the digital miner. So digital miner will push everything out into a modular storage container. These are a container. They don't require power, which is nice. They do require that you have something in these slots for them to actually work. Now what we want is the remote stuff. So let's see if I can pull that up real quick. I don't have those ones set up, but we're going to need we're actually going to need 4 of these remote storage modules. So let's see, that's some quartz, some redstone, some gold nuggets, a couple more chests. So let's see if I can find some chests. I don't think I have any chests ready to go. I do have a bunch of wood. I'm going to need some redstone, some quartz. Hopefully I have enough there. So that's like every quartz that we have, yeah. 1, 2, 3, and 4. See, we need 4 of these remote storage modules, so that's going to be some ender pearls. Let's see, what am I missing now? I need the iron and the gold. So some gold nuggets and iron ingots. Should be everything I need now to go ahead and craft these. So that gives us, yeah, I need 4 of them. The reason I need 4 of these is because we need 1 for ourselves each. So that's 1 for each of us, because we're going to take those remotes and they're going to get combined with a storage tablet. And I need to make 1 more storage tablet for Donnell. Did I just put those in there? That's weird. Whoops. Storage tablet. How about tablet? Tablet. There we go. It's this thing right here, which I need that that? Oh, okay. There's a red. There it is. So 3 blocks of redstone, a block of quartz, emerald, and some nuggets. So a block of quartz, 3 blocks of. So grab some more redstone out. 3 blocks of redstone, 2 and 3. Do I have everything to put another one together now? No, an emerald. Okay, emerald. I should have some emeralds up in here somewhere. If I can find those. I know they're here. There they are. There's my emerald. There we go. So 1 for each of us. Let's put all the rest of that stuff away now. There we go. That's better. Now, to do this, we're going to go over here, and I'm just going to go through and put a remote storage module. I'm going to use the same one. I'm just going to like do this right through here. Remote ID 2, remote ID 3, remote ID 4. So what I did there is now you can see that if I mouse over these all have content ID numbers. They say content ID 3 and then how much storage is actually in them. Now, it doesn't matter which one I use for this, for the storage module, or for the remote storage tablet. When I combine these together, it's going to become a storage tablet. And you can see it says remote storage ID 4, but if I open it, it has to be powered up. Hang on, just come over here and stand on. Let
me ask you a quick question.
Sure.
How many fabricating housing do you need?
8 in total, because 4 for the bottom and 4 for the glass, because they have to be upgraded to the glass, and then one of the ones on the bottom gets upgraded to the control. So just 8 in total. So 2 craft source, two crafting recipes worth, because each recipe creates 4. All right. So now that my storage tablet is charged up, I should be able to open it. There we go. We can open it. And somewhere right here, you can see there's a button that says cycle to the next storage module. So if I hit that button, I can now see that I am on remote ID 1. So I have access to all 4 of these tablets, 300 slots each. So that is basically a portable storage device that holds 1,200 items. Let that sink in just for a second. There you go, buddy. Just for you. If you tell me that you're out of space to store stuff, I will smack you.
I ain't got no room.
You got no room. So now to program another one of these, all I have to do is throw a module in any of these. It'll get an ID, and then I combine it with my tablet. There we go. And now I have a tablet that'll work too. And it'll access the same thing. So we both have access to the same 1,200 slots. Now these final 2 remote storage units right here, storage modules, I am going to put on ID 4. That would be ID 4, both of them. Alright, these are going to stay on ID 4 because what I'm going to do is now I'm going to take this remote storage module, put it right in here, and now it's on ID 4. What that will mean is that if I put this down over here, put this one in this one as well. Oh, that's not what I put in there. Put this in there as well. And if I put some oak planks in there, you can see they're in there. They're now stored in there. And now I come over and look in this one. There's my oak planks. So we've just made a quantum chest, basically, that holds 300 items. And if I cycle through on my tablet, I can see that there they are again. So I have access to them there as well. Now this one over here is going to go over and attach to the digital miner. I'm going to put the output to the digital miner straight to this thing. Then over here we are going to grab our, I don't think we have any logistical pipes, do we?
Not made, no.
Logistical pipe. Logistical transport is just a circuit and some steel. That's easy enough. So just grab a circuit out of there and 2 bits of steel. I don't need more than 1. Whoops. Find a thing that doesn't have something going on in it. There we go. And the circuit will give us 8 logistical pipes. Logistical transporter pipes are what move items around for a mechanism. So now I can go like that, and if I grab somewhere in here, I should have a configurator. Switch it over to item mode, and then I tell this side to pull out of there. Now it's not going to pull anything that doesn't fit into the drawer, because if it doesn't have a space in the drawer to go, it won't pull it out. And so that's why these oak planks aren't going anywhere. But if I had something like a bunch of diamonds, and they came in, and there you go. You can see that it is now pulling them diamonds out and pushing it right into that drawer controller, putting it back into our drawer system. All right, pretty cool. So anytime we are out, like say we're out like raiding a dungeon or whatever, and we want to like just send stuff back to the base, we can do that by using our tablet and making sure that we are on tab 4. We're on an ID 4. We can just throw stuff in there. It'll go right in the base. Also, we can hook up our digital miner to this as well. Now, because we're going to be having the digital miner to it and everything like that, I think it would be a good idea to probably upgrade. Oop, where did it go? Did I pick it up, or did it just fly through the wall? Probably just went through the ceiling. I better gotta go upstairs and find it. Here, hang on here. Bring that back down to the work floor. Go up to the ground floor. See if I can find that piece of pipe. I don't know where it went. Oh, I bet it got picked up by this. No. There it is, laying on the ground. Okay. Figured it probably just phased up through the ground. Excuse me. Well, something in my throat there. All right. To upgrade these, we just take a bit of alloy. Oop, we are out of the next tier alloy. Well, I can go 1 tier up. I can go 1 tier up, which is probably better than nothing. I'm gonna need some of that diamond alloy.
There you go.
And we surround that piece of alloy with the pipe, and that'll take it to advanced. And then I can take another piece of that next tier up alloy, and then we can surround it again with that advanced and get elite logistical pipe. And since I am wanting like the maximum transfer rate here and speed, we're going to do it one more time for the very highest ultimate logistical transporters. Nice. I'm going to put that on there, and then make sure we're in item mode, not wrench mode. There we go, item mode. Now it will pull out. Now if I have a stack of something that has a place in the inventory over there, let's grab just a stack of ore, for example. We toss that in there. Wow, it's gone. It's instantly in there. It was so fast you could barely see it. That was what we want. So now whenever we toss stuff in there, it'll go very fast. And that also means that however fast the miner is working, it'll be able to keep up with it by putting stuff back into our drawer system over here. Woohoo!
So I just want to ask you a question. Where are you seeing the number at?
The number of what?
For what tab you're on?
In the description of the tab. Remote ID. Like mouse over the tablet. Storage tablet, and it shows the amount of energy in it, and then it says remote ID, whatever number it is.
Okay.
And don't forget that like every time you use it, it does use a little power, so you got to charge it up from time to time. The storage tablets do. Now the modular storage don't use any power, and the remote storage thing over here uses like a constant amount of power. It's not really a whole lot though. We really don't have to worry about it. Now I would like to point out one other thing. If you want to come down here, I'll show you. I don't think I've mentioned it to you yet. If you go down to the basement, you can see that we've got this new thing right here. So this is a gift from Whisperfire. She ended up making 2 of these, not realizing exactly how they worked. So she ended up giving us one. It's really nice. It's a chunk loader from Industrial Craft. If you right click it, you can see an interface, and it can load up to 25 chunks. Now each chunk takes probably more power. You can see that I've actually highlighted. You just click on the map, and it'll load various chunks or unload them. So I've got our base loaded 24/7 now. If we hit F3G, we can see that our base is actually divided by in between 4 chunks, which is fine. That is just fine. But now we've got a chunk loader, so the base will stay loaded all the time, which means that our generator will stay loaded, and we can keep our mining, digital miner running at all times. Well, the next thing to do would be to go over to the mining world and set that up, but I would really like to have my armor first, so let's get that all done. Let's first of all, we're going to need some power cable to hook it up eventually here in just a second, so let me grab that out.
Got a few Daleks around.
Yes, there's one down in the ground there. I don't know if there's another one or not. Back up to the work floor. We're actually going to set the... where do we want the fabricator? That is a good question. Where do we want the fabricator? I mean, we really could probably put it over here. Except that I like this wall of fans. I don't want to, like, completely cover it up. Maybe, like, right here.
I was going to say, let's see.
Yeah, there's a power cable right there. That would be perfect. Ow. That's kind of funny. Here, we'll do that. That way I can get up out of there. Okay. And then what I will do is... Now, hopefully I can put power into the bottom of this. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just going to fill in a couple of these other spaces here real quick with the different texture so that we get the outline. And let's hope that power can go into the bottom of the controller block or one of the other blocks there. In fact, let's assume that we're going to go into the bottom of the controller block, and we'll put it on this side because we want the controller in the front. And then we'll just have some solid blocks there. Okay. Alright, over here, Dornell has our recipes all set up for us. Yes? One of these?
Yes.
Very end here? Yeah, there we go. I need 2 crafts of the housing.
Just keep looking at the workbenches.
Okay. So there's another craft of the housing here somewhere. Oh, he already crafted the housing once. I see. So that gives us our fabricator glass. And then we take one of the fabricator housings, and with our elite control circuits, remember those are just upgraded circuits using the various levels of alloy, and gives us our fabricator housing. Cool. Or fabricated controller. There we go. Okay, I get the words. Words are a thing that we like to do sometimes. So that's going to go there, and it does look like that is in fact the energy receiver, and it does look like it is in fact receiving energy, so that is good. Then we just put the fabricated glass on there, and supposedly all you gotta do is click that, and there we go. It's formed into a multi-block. Very nice looking multi-block, I must say. And yes, it is receiving power. Sweet. Okay, next thing to do would be to actually make the parts that we need. And I'm not sure that we have everything we need to make said parts, but we're looking at making a suit of power armor. This stuff right here. Which means we need power armor plating, which is going to be... We're going to need a lot of circuits. Okay. A lot of circuits. And carbon plating. Carbon plating is actually not too bad. We can just take some charcoal, and we can form that into these charcoal bricks, these carbon bricks. The carbon bricks can then be put in the pressurizer from Nuclear Craft, and that will form a plate. So that's how we can get our plates. And then we're going to need some mechanical parts, which is to take one of those carbon plates and some blaze rods. We're going to need a bunch more carbon plates. I wonder if I can do it with coal too, because we have a lot of coal. Does this work too? It does not. It has to be charcoal. Okay, I was afraid of that. Which means we need to make more charcoal. Which means I'm going to toss it in the electric furnace because it is slightly faster. I hope you weren't using the electric furnace. You're making circuits. Awesome. So, for each piece of power armor plating, it needs 4 carbon plates each and 4 basic circuits. So we're going to need a ton of basic circuits. I mean, it is power armor. And titanium. We need to process some titanium. We haven't done any of that yet. So that's going to be rutile. Now, how can we process this? Is it going to be able to be processed in the purification chamber? Enrichment chamber? Yes, it will. It can process it in the enrichment chamber. So I'm going to toss a stack of that in the enrichment chamber. That's going to process down. It's not the best. It's not the most use that we can get out of our titanium. We could get a little bit more if we send it through the macerator and all that fun stuff. But I'm trying to do this quick. So this is going to give us 2 stacks of titanium in a hurry. And we don't probably need even more than 1 stack. So maybe I will just let it do 1 stack and then we'll switch over to something else. But the other thing is we need that charcoal. We're going to need a whole lot of charcoal. In fact, I'm going to rob all the charcoal out of these furnaces just to make the plates. Get that going. There's 10 more carbon ingots. I'm going to toss them in there. Somewhere I've got some upgrades that I can toss in the pressurizer to make that process go a little bit faster. Oh, you already pulled the titanium out. Okay. And more charcoal makes more plates, makes more... Oh, I guess that's a shapeless recipe. Didn't realize. But there we go. That's going to get us our carbon plates. Now let's see. We're going to need a total of... So we need 1 mechanical part per each armor plating. Let's see. The helmet needs 3. 5 is 8. And 4 is 12. And 2 is 14. So I need 14 total of these. So there's 12 to get started. Let's see, how many blaze rods do I have? I am going to need to go get blaze rods, it looks like, because I don't have enough. Oh, okay, I actually get 2 carbon parts from this, so... Or 2 things from this. That's still not enough, but we are going to need to go over to the Nether and get some blaze, I believe. Shoot. How am I going to do that without my jetpack? Speaking of jetpack... I'm thinking about, I want to make this jetpack over here. So that's obsidian steel, mechanical parts, a couple rockets, and some fuel tanks. Now we actually do have the fuel tanks right over here for this. There's some full fuel tanks right there, so I can actually make that. I've got the mechanical parts right there. I've got 1 obsidian steel. I got 2 more obsidian steel ingots to make the other plates. Okay, we're getting there. What else do I need for this? And then I just need the 2 rockets, which rockets are just TNT, iron nuggets, and some more gunpowder. So gunpowder should be over here.
How many plates do you need?
Carbon plates? A whole lot.
The power armor plate.
Power armor plating, I need a total of 14.
So 14 times 4. That's 1 stack. So we both need a stack of circuits.
Yeah, if you want the same stuff.
Might as well. I mean, might as well not go naked.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so I'm gonna need obsidian steel there. Gonna need that there. The 2 tanks right there. Then what I'm going to be able to do is I'm going to upgrade my glider pack once I have the... I just need to make the rockets. So these can go in there. Oh, this is a gift from... I don't... Did you see what was in the... What Whisperfire brought us? She brought us some chorus flowers and endstone.
Yeah.
So we can start growing a bit of chorus flowers. There's a few things we need that for. So... That is nice of her. Awful nice of her. Okay, so rockets. TNT, iron nuggets, gunpowder. I don't think we have any TNT ready to go, do we? I don't know that I remember picking any up. Like, I don't even remember if we raided a... Did we raid a desert temple or anything? I don't see any in here anywhere. Easy enough to craft. It's just some sand, which is right here. Sand. It is sand, right? Sand and gunpowder makes TNT. Been so long since I've actually had to craft it. Where is my gunpowder? I probably looked right at it. It is over here somewhere, right? There it is. Right there. Gunpowder. Okay. Actually, let's leave that up because we'll do in this. We need 2 of those. 1, 2. Or do I? I probably didn't need 2 of those. I probably needed 1 because this rocket... Yep, that makes 4. Of course it does. And then a stack of... I don't need the iron. I need the nuggets. There we go. That'll work. And make myself some rockets. Those are going to go right there. And then I can take the glider pack that I already have and upgrade it into a jetpack. Nice. Put that back on. Alright, there we go. Now the problem, the biggest problem with the jetpack is that it does require, to reload it with fuel, you do require full fuel cans. Fuel canisters? Canister? No. Fuel tank. These right here. And I did, in fact, make it so that you could get these full fuel tanks by getting some rocket fuel in the chemical laboratory, and then that'll fill them back up. So we're going to have to set up rocket fuel. I'll do that probably next episode when we start getting our stuff together for space. But this tank should be enough to get me where I need to go in order to kill some blazes. Man, I wish I had more blazes.
We need 14 blazes in total.
Goodness. Well, what I'm going to do for the time being is we're just going to put on my bandit armor. At least that's something. And then let's put everything else away that we can for the time being. And I will set up a couple of these other things here because you're going to want... Well, you have a rocket pack on your current stuff, right? You have like a jetpack, an electric jetpack.
I have an electric pack, yes.
But that doesn't like let you wear your armor at the same time, which is what the nice thing about this is. I'm going to keep my storage.
It will when I take it to the armor.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. This TNT is now extra, so we'll just... I need to like move everything into my things now, out of these chests, because they can all go in our remote storage. Woo! Yeah, that's right. I've got all kinds of boosts now. Real quick, I'm going to leave the carbon plates over here. I've got 6 of the gears. 6 of the parts. They go over here to that, I believe. Yeah. And then the rest of the stuff can go back in here. Just trying to clean up before I go over to the Nether because I don't want to lose things if I do end up getting whacked for some reason. For some unknown reason. Now the other thing I want to do before I go over there is I want to brew a few potions of fire resistance. Might as well. We got a brew stand right there. Might as well use it. And I'm pretty sure we have magma cream. Yep, right there. We have magma cream. So no problem there. We can use our pitcher plants to fill our water bottles up. We've got plenty of Nether Wart. And that can go in there. And while I'm brewing a potion here, I should mention that Nether Wart in this pack is a little bit different than just standard vanilla. You have to actually get that fluid back there from the Nether. It's called, what is it called? Ichor or something like that? Hang on, I got another bottle of it here somewhere, I think. Either that or I can just pick it up for a second and it'll tell me. This stuff right here. Yeah, Ichor. You have to get Ichor. You get Ichor from the cold biomes in the Nether, the ice biomes. And then you need to till. See, it says tilled nethers or tilled soul sand, and you can only till the soul sand with a bone and gold hoe. So there's a special hoe that you need as well. I don't know if I have it in here or not. Yeah, it's probably in one of these chests. Not sure where there it is, right there. The golden bone hoe. That is what you need to till the Nether. soul sand. So in order to grow Nether Wart, you need to do that. It's not just like drop it on soul sand and you're good. No, there's a little bit of a process to it. And that is due to the Nether extension mod. Anyway, we just did that. We already got our awkward potion. Now we put our magma cream in there. Should make it fire resist. And then to extend it, I believe, is redstone. And that'll give us like an 8 minutes of fire resistance, which would be really nice. Really nice. Now there is one real more awesome thing about the jetpack that I'm using now, this jetpack, the Tech Gun jetpack, is it does have the glider built right into it. So it works as a jetpack, and then if you hold shift while you're up in the air, it lets you glide without consuming fuel. So that's pretty nice. Pretty nice. But if I have some potions of fire resistance, and I'm going to put the extra ones away, because I'm just going to use the one. Put that away. Man, everything's full. Everything's full. But there we go. Now I'm ready to go. I've got Scar, got my light machine gun ready to go. Do I have enough ammo? Yeah, I have plenty of ammo. And of course I've got my brass sword to kill the wither. And you can see that I'm actually up to 4 bars of hearts. I'm just barely into the 4th bar. So that means I have 3 full bars of hearts. Plus 2.5 more right now. Oh, there's another thing in there. So I'm headed into the Nether. Upgrade to the base. I don't know if you noticed that. Other than the thing, I've made our Nether portal a lot more secure, a lot more purdy. So there we go. Fire resistance for like 8 minutes. So yeah, we've got these things going on, and there is a fortress just right over there with a bunch of things, and that is actually the cold biome. You can see the cold biome has magma blocks instead of actual lava for the ocean and stuff like that. But the cold biome also has some really nasty mobs you want to try to avoid if you can. But there's where we're headed right there. I started setting up a actual spawning chamber for this, but we're going to get our brass sword ready to go and see if we can't get a bunch of blaze rods here without dying too much. I hope. Oh. And I want to try not to use up too much of my my rocket fuel before I have a chance to get the reload system. Yeah, I'm already using a bunch, so I need to be careful. I need to put a roof on this little room so they can't get away. I need to finish making it a room, basically. I forget why I got distracted last time because I think I got what are those things called? Ooh, there's a blighted cyber demon down there. A ghast started shooting at me, so I flew away, and then I didn't get back to it yet. So I have to bring some material over here and finish this out so that we can get it lots of blaze rods going. How many more blaze rods do we need?
7 more for sure. 8 more for sure.
Brass. This brass sword's pretty good for this. That combined with the fact that I got fire resistance right now.
Because I got 12 power armor plates right now.
Awesome.
Out of the 6 you had made.
Alright, I've almost got the 8, so just waiting for a few more spawns here.
Yeah, I gotta make the plating. We're gonna be making enough to make two pieces of everything, so you might as well make 2 of everything when you make them.
Okay. Man.
Ooh, getting close time for me to have to go.
I want to get this last blaze rod so we can at least have everything we need from over here. Then I can come back and get my armor on and go over and set up this chest. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. I got 9. I only needed 8, so I'll come back for more later. I can make more fire resistance potions. Shouldn't be too hard to hang out in the nether now that I can do that. Oh goodness, cyber demons, by with the spawner, by the portal. Oh, they hurt. Woo! I think when I increase the damage for the guns versus the NPCs, I think it also increases the damage that the NPCs do. I need to tweak that back down. As much as I like being able to kill them a little bit easier, I don't like the fact that they can kill me easier. Oop, I hear the turrets going.
Someone here?
No, those only shoot at NPCs.
Oh, what are we shooting at?
No, something spawned. Up there. It's dead now. Whatever it was. Alright. Alright, here's blaze rods. How many do we need there? That it?
No. It's gotta have 8 total.
Take that armor off. Well, remember it makes 2 per recipe there. You need more. Here's more carbon plates. Is that enough? Got it?
It's enough to get started with 1 set of armor.
There's more carbon plates. Oh, that thing makes awesome noise too. Oh, that is just that is a cool animation right there, for sure. Okay, so there's enough for 1 set. We'll get the rest of it here shortly. What else do I need for the power armor? I'm gonna need elite circuits, which is gonna be a bunch of that alloy that we're gonna have to upgrade some alloy here. So let's throw a diamond in the enrichment chamber. And that'll get us compressed. Toss that into there. Toss those into there. That'll upgrade those to reinforced alloy. And that'll get us a few circuits. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I don't know if that's going to be enough or not. Let's grab those circuits out of there. And we will do... Nope, nope. Not that recipe. Oh, come on. We want that recipe. Oh, which needs... Of course, we need the basic alloys too. Which I just threw all of it over and over here. We gotta upgrade it twice. We only got enough for 5. I'm gonna have to make some more. We're gonna need some. We're gonna need another stack of enriched alloy. For sure. For sure, man. For sure. We don't want that circuit. We don't want that circuit. We want that circuit. which comes from those. Those will get upgraded again. So that now I just need some glass, some stained glass, or it doesn't need to be stained. I think it just needs to be glass pane. I'm surely I have a glass pane. There they are. Let's say surely I have some glass panes over here just to make the helmet, power helmet. Oh, and then we need electric motors. Oh, dang. Electric motors for that portion, electric motors for that. Yeah, we need 6 electric motors per suit, which are going to be more basic circuits, copper wires. I think we got copper wires over here. This is some complicated stuff, you know it? Probably not, or probably equally complicated to the quantum. So, which is kind of what, it's good. It's good. So we need some copper wires, copper cables. Let's, wow, we are like out of copper?
Should not be. It's bottom underneath the iron.
Yeah, there's 2 in there. That was it. And wouldn't have thought that we'd be that low on copper, but we can process it pretty fast. Yeah, don't put it in there. Put it in the enrichment chamber. We want fast.
Oh, you don't want to triple it, you just want to double it?
Yeah, just double it's fine for now. We'll get to the mechanism or tripling in another episode, but like the materials are not hard to get now that we got the digital miner, so I don't mind a little bit of waste. A little bit of waste. Put that on. Does that do anything for me other than, yeah, well, it just probably looks cool. Luke, I'm your father.
Oh God.
Can we see what it looks like? Yeah. Pretty awesome looking, really. Pretty awesome. There's the elite circuits, or the elite alloy. Make the circuits better. Let's see. We need. Hang on, I might have enough for one suit. Let's see. That takes 1. That takes 1, and that doesn't even. The boots don't even take 1. So, and I've got 3. I just need 1 more. So let's take another diamond. Enrich that. We'll toss those in there. And then we can use this to upgrade a little bit of more enriched alloy to get the last elite circuit I think I need. Oh, I think I might have miscalculated. So, that head takes 2. So 1, 2, because I still need to make that for now as well. And then we upgrade these. And then that should be enough for another one of those. Yes. How are we doing on elite plating? We got enough? I think we do. We got enough. We're done on that. Now I just need the motors, which is mechanical parts and steel plates. That's the other things I need other than the wire.
No, this should have been the last of the plating.
Okay. If we have a little bit extra, that's fine too. Okay, so let's make a bunch of wire while we're waiting for, and then we need, is it steel plates? What was it? What was it for the motors? Motors, yes, they're steel plates. Okay, so I got a lot of steel made. That's good. So let's just toss those in the steel press over here. That'll be a little bit faster. Make some steel plates for, and what did I say, 6 motors each. So we need a total of 10 or 12 motors. So we need mechanical parts, iron, 12 of those, 12 more circuits. I got the circuits, that's no problem. I'll have the wire here shortly. 3 times 12, I need 48 steel plates. And then I just need to make the mechanical parts, which is iron plates and flint. So 12 of those. So 12 ingots will make 12 plates, which is good. I don't think I put enough steel in there. I need a little more steel. I put 32 in there, didn't I? Yeah, so 32. I need another 12. For a total of 48 steel plates. This is expensive stuff. It's gonna be good though. It's gonna be good. You can see that just with the helmet, I've got like 3.5 armor down there. Oh, here's your helmet, by the way. And I haven't powered it. I haven't even turned it on yet. It doesn't have any power yet. I wonder if I just stand on here if it'll charge this. No, I'm probably gonna need to make an actual charger from the tech gun mod. Oh, I made 2 more plates than I needed there. That's okay. So math is off slightly. Really? No flint right now?
I thought this was supposed to be an armor of 6. It starts at 5.
Toughness.
Oh, 6 armor toughness.
Toughness. Yeah, the armor is actually going to be less than probably quantum, but the toughness is going to be more. And toughness is the thing that actually determines like how much of the over damage you take. So like the bigger, the harder the hit, the better it is to have higher toughness. And since a lot of the mobs in this pack are doing like higher damage than normal, toughness is going to be a little more critical. I think that's how it should work out. I hope I'm not too far off on all that. I'm not getting very much luck here with the flint. Come on, shovel, give me some flint. And there's 8 pieces. I need 4 more. I could just throw this in the macerator too to get the flint, but this is probably quicker. One more. It never hurts to have extra flint though, because I can turn it into gunpowder, which is something we use a lot of. A whole lot of. There we go. Mechanical parts. How we doing on wire? That should be enough copper cable, I think. There's the last of the mechanical parts. Okay. That's something I'm going to have to maybe... Well, we'll show that off in the mining dimension here in a minute, but we need 12 electric motors. There we go. 12 electric motors down, and grab out the rest of the power armor, or power plating, and the advanced circuits. Do we need any more of those? Okay, anyway, let's see what we can get done here now. So we can go 1 and 2 of those. 2 of those. And 2 of those. There we go. Full set. Where you at? Where you at, bud? There. One of those, one of those, and one of those. Put them on. Oh yeah, look at that. Sexy. Sexy, sexy power armor. Ooh, yeah. I feel tough. I'm a little concerned that it's not charging off of the thing there. And it did have 2 left over, by the way. Stuff. I have a bunch of stuff left over here. Just toss it all in there. Get it in the inventory there. And I should have tried to put it all in there. That's what I should have done. That I know will go. Those things I know will go back in there because we got space for those and that too. So, and that. Everything else probably can stay in that chest for the moment. The only thing I'm a little concerned about is the fact that it doesn't charge up on the charge pad. It looks like the main chest is like the majority of where the power is supposed to be held. Oh, power type energy cell. Interesting. So we got to make energy cells and charge those. Oh, so it's gonna have like an ammo just like everything else in the pack. So we need. Well, I don't think nuclear power cells what we need. I think we just need like regular power cells. Is that? I hope it doesn't make the nuclear power cells. Look at cell and maybe the tech gun ones back here. These right here, these energy cells. I believe these are what we need. And yes, we do put them in the charging station, so we'll need a charging station. Basic circuit, 4 steel plates, some coils. Those are easy enough. I'm going to grab these back. A good thing that I made the extra steel plates, I suppose, and that because these are going to be needed to make the charging station. So we look at that charging station. What am I missing? I'm missing these. And that's just some iron ingots, and I'm going to need a couple circuits. Pull those out of there because those aren't doing anything. Okay, so we're going to actually need to make some of the power cells, the energy cells in the fabricator. You want to work on that while I make the charging station? Oh, charging station. We need two of those. So let's do it again. Do it again. There we go. Now I should be able to make the charging station. And why is that not actually showing up? No? Really? Something wrong here? Doesn't like these cables, maybe? Interesting. Steel plates? Okay. I'm confused. That's what the recipe shows. It shows that. Or steel plates. Circuit in the middle. Oh, gold. That's why. That's why. It takes actually the gold wire, and that's easy enough to do. That is easy enough to do. We just take some gold nuggets, make a Z or an S or whatever. No? Gold wire? Is that not that easy? Gold. Oh, they got to do the metal press. Okay. With ingots. Okay. Well. Yeah, I forgot about that little bug, and I don't really understand it. It shows that the copper cable or dictionaries with gold cable. It's not. I could have actually made gold cable, but I think it would have been the same outcome. Actually, I might have got more if I would have made the gold cable from IC2, but it doesn't matter. We're good. There we go. There we go. Charging station. So if you run into that little bug, that's why it's doing that. Let's just put it right there. It's already got power right there for it. Now we just gotta wait for the last bit of the... We just need some power cells. Some energy cells, which is copper cable, redstone.
I've got it.
Okay, I'm just showing the audience. We got it almost ready to go. And I've got some copper cable right here in my inventory. Let's put that in there. So no need to make that. And then what was the rest of it there? So it just needs the plastic sheets. We should have a few plastic sheets over here. Yeah, there's 6 plastic sheets right here.
And I just made 10.
Awesome. So there's... We'll probably want to have extra ones anyway, so... Right. So now that we got an energy cell, we take the energy cell, put it in the charger, and we can use these energy cells as ammo for certain guns too, so that's nice. Put it in our inventory. You see, as soon as I dropped it in my inventory, it like disappeared and became uncharged because power went into my power armor. In fact, it took all that power. Let's charge it up again. And I noticed as soon as I put it in there, I actually gained a little bit of health. So the power armor is giving me a little bit of a health bonus, which is nice. So the first cell, like one cell was able to charge the armor up entirely, and it looks like it distributed a little bit of the power out to the other pieces. And then, yeah, then it was not quite fully charging, but there we go. That is now charged up and working and should be functional, completely functional now. Alright, let's put the stuff back. But yeah, we're going to want to keep our keep a few charged cells on us now too, because that's going to be for our armor.
It soaked that armor up, didn't it?
Yeah, it takes the first one and just soaks it right in. And it puts the empty into the ammo slots, so if you're wondering where it went, you still have a power cell.
I've got the full in there already.
Okay.
Oh crap! I only needed 1 charged. Yours is the rest. I got 6. How many you got?
I'm about to have 8.
One of those is mine.
There's a bunch more over here. I got 9 total here. There's a few more ready to go. There's 1 more ready to go, I guess. There you go. Charging it back up. Alright, man. That's power armor all set to go. Again, looking pretty good here. Looking pretty scary, if I do say so myself. Now it is time to go over to the mining dimension. You want to join? You want to join?
Probably not. If you have 9 and I have 7, won't you throw me one of yours and I'll have 8?
Okay.
We'll both have 8.
That'll work. There you go. All right, man. If you did, you want to see? You don't want to see the mine?
I changed out, so you better make sure you get the right one in there.
Oh, why? Okay, yeah, we need to power up 9 right now. So let's check that because 6 is where the miner is actually set up, so we need to make sure that one stays powered. Yeah, it's a good dang thing that I checked, because yeah, I would have went over there and instantly died. So yeah, there's no point in having 9 powered up, because that's not where the miner's at currently. We'll move it there later. But yeah, we want to go from Landlords to Mining Dimension 6, Mining World 1, ID 6. And I'm just going to dial once. Jump on here if you're coming. Oop. Or you can dial. Now I did install, I don't know if you noticed, I did install a power, oh, it's dark over here. Dang it. Before you come over and sleep, we'll see how good this power armor actually is.
Does sleeping make it daylight there?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Is it daylight?
Yes, it is.
Then we should perhaps carry some sleeping bags with us.
Yes, probably should. Alright, I'm headed over to the little place where I have this stuff set up. Careful when you come over there, there's a lot of mobs still here. Ooh.
Yeah, I hear a lot of stuff going on.
Chainsaw guy tried to get me. Alright, but it is to the northwest is where we've got the lighted guy. Is where I got the miner set up, and it's on top of a little building, one of the little buildings. Get that stuff. Nice. Alright, starting to clear out now though. Looks like the sun's got most of the zombie things dead and stuff. So, alright, so here we go. We're set up right here. I possibly should move it, but you're going to be able to get the idea how this is going to work anyway. So all I need to do is put down the modular storage unit thing right here, and then put in the remote 4. There we go. And this should then be set to auto eject. Is it going to work? Is it going to auto eject into there? It should. Maybe it needs like a little encouragement. No, it doesn't seem to be auto ejecting into there automatically or anything. So might need to actually use a piece of the stuff. Let's see here. If I put that in there. Oh, why is that not actually working? Interesting. It's like the base isn't loaded or something, but it should be. What if I open it here? And we're on ID4, and if it won't go in. Interesting. Did the base become unloaded or something? Now we're having issues for some reason.
Well, let's find out. I'm at the base now.
You're at the base now. I'm not seeing anything in there right now. If I hit this... I didn't even know I could cycle there. Interesting. No, nothing's going on. Is the
planks are still in ID4.
Are they? But I'm not showing anything over here. Yeah, it's like doesn't connect. Maybe it's just too far. Maybe it doesn't work across dimensions. So I'm thinking it probably is that it doesn't work across dimensions.
That's probably a good idea. A good, yeah, ender chest is what we're going to need.
Yeah, which doesn't exist, but not in this pack anyway, I should say. Not in this pack. And now the interesting thing is a power cell works across dimensions. That's working just fine. Why does, I mean, maybe they just don't want this to work across dimensions. Or maybe it needs to be upgraded somehow. Could just be the distance is too far to work across dimensions, but yeah, we're not getting any readout over here. Interesting. I'm curious if I pick this up with a wrench, will it keep the module in it? Because that would be convenient. It does. It does appear to keep the module in it. Now if I put it back down, it should have the module in it. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. That's good to know. That actually saves me an inventory slot. But let's go ahead and pick this one up too. That should also keep its module in it, ready to go. And we will go ahead and pick this up. Oops, we're going to need the configurator to pick this one up. Should have that here somewhere. Configurator. Oh, I know I didn't put it away. Or, well, I know I didn't leave it behind, I should say. Where is you at, configurator? I'm probably looking right at it and just missing it. Config, there it is. It was in there. Make sure we're in wrench mode and we can pick that up and it keeps its inventory too. So, alright, we're just going to bring this out of the mining dimension for the time being. There is another alternative for transporting items across dimensions that should work. That is part of, I don't know why I came back over here. I don't need to come back over here. I just need to use the charged porter to teleport home. Now, if I go, let's go to the other end of the island. That'll be a good test for whether this works in the overworld, independent of that. So I head up to the rooftop here. And just glide myself over to the other end of the island, where our old nether portal is. I actually should remove that, but Now if I put this down here, we put our thing back on the back side, like so. Yeah, there we go. Now we can see stuff there. And it is in fact auto-ejecting. Yeah, it's already emptying stuff out of in here. Okay, yeah, it just does not work across dimensions, which is, I think is acceptable. I think that is acceptable. Let's see, let's configure this real quick to make sure we still have a good, we probably actually can come all the way up to 50 or 60 even. Because all the filters in here are all for the various ores and stuff like that, and there should be one in here that does ore dict. No, I never did that one. Maybe that's why I wasn't getting diamond and stuff from over there, because I forgot to add an ore dict, ore dictionary one of ore star ore. Save. Let's make sure that it's actually in there. It's in there. Okay, that'll get us all the rest of the stuff. But I specifically went through and like added like every ore type as an actual stack, item stack. So that should, if we go ahead and start it again, you can see that we got 9,000 plus stuff to mine over here, and that's going to just start sending stuff back through. Very nice. We can put, and this is good too, because now I can, kind of sad that this doesn't work cross dimensions, but I can put in like some of these other ones. I can start like throwing these things in there. Of course, I can always put them in tab 4. Oops. I can always put them in tab 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you know, if there's not a place for it to go, it'll just stay in there. Right? That'll work. Like that and that. And you know, and then eventually I can come back and I'm like, okay, it's time to empty this out. You know, and we can just walk right over here and go, okay, what's in there that shouldn't belong in there? And we can just hold shift down and pretty much just pull the inventory right out. Ooh, real fast too. That was cool. That was cool. And I got enough shards from that one kill that I can make another heart. Although I feel like maybe I should give it to Dornell, because how are you doing on hearts?
I'm only on my second line.
All right, we'll give you that one. I'll get more. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It kind of went long, kind of a little bit grindy, but I mean, geez, look how awesome this armor looks. I mean, that is just amazing, amazing. And we're gonna have to test out actually how effective it is. Maybe when Braun is on, I will match it up against his quantum armor, and we'll see who can take the most hits from a mob or something like that. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, make sure you hit that like button. And until next time, we will catch you later.
Goodbye.